Hello again, Keith Loki back with another episode of The Colony. Screen's kind of dark. I might have to bring over that lamp again. But in this video, we're going to go ahead and... Why isn't this loading? We're going to go ahead and bring two kerbals out. Where... There... But they're actually going to be in cryostasis. We're going to bring them out to the station. And we'll also, if we have time, look into what we're gonna. I wrote this all down when I wanted to do, but we're gonna look into. Actually, let's do that quickly right now. So, we're gonna send two kerbals out to Duna as a preliminary crew. Might even just be those two kerbals for the foreseeable future. But we want to see how much. How much does this one give? 20,000. We switch that to supplies. Where is it? Supplies, previous, 2,000. Bring up life support. Supplies, enough for 1 year and 192 days, but their habitation is shit. Okay, we're gonna have to slap on some habitation stuff. Oh, what about that? 123 days. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. $273 days. Yeah, it's quite confusing trying to get this right, so let's just go ahead and we'll send them up, and I'm probably going to try and figure out how to disable habitation because it's going to cause too many issues for what I want to do. And what are we going to send up with them, though? I'm trying to think on the best course of actions for this because I don't want to end up freezing danger. We're just going to put let's put them like that. And then we want 2 engineers. So there's that. What's the status on those? No supplies, no habitation amount. Well, 30 habitation amount. We mainly just want to get them up there, and then we'll figure out the rest of the necessities once we get them up there. Where's the mother repellent? There we go. Let's bring these down a bit. Those kerbals still in there? No. Oh yeah, I brought Siju back. So they have a little bit of glycol. I'm gonna throw another 2 barrels onto it because I don't want to run out. I don't know how much it actually uses at this current time. Once we get out on the launch pad, I'll be able to figure that out. Then we want nice big stack battery. We need an adapter. And then a docking port. Where's the docking ports again? I don't know if I like this whole scroll thing. I miss the pages, to be honest. No, that's a small one. I don't want a big one. Shit. There we go. And then we need an engine. We're probably going to need... how much delta V would we actually need? I'm going to err on the side of caution. And this will just give us more storage for the fuel we're going to have to send out there, so that's good. Where are those engines I want? There we go. That should hopefully be enough for our purposes, but we will throw another stage, but with a poodle engine behind that. Where's the fuel tank? Just for good measure. And that will be the stage that gets us into orbit. I'm also going to throw on just a little bit of life support because I don't want... Well, actually it doesn't matter when they go on the launch pad. Okay, that should be fun. Let's go ahead and... Another decoupler. Robomax. And then I want to branch out into the Kerbidine instead of doing our normal route of just... No, that's not the... Where... There should be a Kerbidine thing that spreads out. If I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong. I haven't used the Kerbidine or fuel tanks in a little while, so... Is it only... I guess it's just the adapter. I'm probably thinking of the next stage up. So let's grab this one. Oof, too far out. And then... Mammoth engine. Okay. Now we just need enough boosters to give us that initial kick. And then we should be good with just what we have now. Yeah, that should be good. We'll drop them down to half because we don't want to have too much of a thrust to it. And now we just need wings. And a power supply. I almost forgot about something generating power. So we will throw on... What will we throw on for power? Is everything on? Just gonna double check that. Mic's working and everything. Decent. We will throw on... We don't need the mag lure. I did not mean to do that. Shoot. We want that. Decent. That will give us a little bit of power once we get out there. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. I need to put RCS on this too. So where's the center of mass? I just want to get this perfect and not have to deal with a bunch of annoying issues. Like every time I use RCS, I always seem to screw it up somehow, making my day 10 times more of an issue. Like in that recent video, cryopod. We're also going to be sending one of these out, one of the larger ones though. 3, 10. We'll do a 3 and then put one on the side, or put one of those on, just so we can freeze the kerbals out on the minimum space, because I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with them just eating through supplies but doing nothing. Kind of just bring them out as workers. Okay. Oof, a little bit of a rumble. So we want to actually... Oh wait, let's revert flight back to launch. So I'm thinking on once I habit or get to Duna and actually like set up shop on Duna and like they're self-sustained, I might go ahead at that point end this series, because that's like the main goal. Deep freeze menu. So we want to freeze frozen, and now so uses 5 glycol. We have enough for 5 freezes and thaws. Speed that up just a little bit, and then freeze. So when we do the whole flight to Duna, I'm actually gonna have to really think on what I need to do, because if I don't do it right, then we're gonna end up in a bad situation. Because if I don't end up bringing enough, I'll either end up with not being able to freeze them and they not have enough food and then they become tourists. Or, oh shoot, no. Why am I not? There we go. Or they'll be stuck frozen, because I don't remember if they need glycol to on-freeze or not. Well, I don't even know actually, because I haven't really used this mod very much. I just installed it in the last video or two. But we'll go ahead and bring these kerbals out, put them into freezing, and let's just try and bring ourselves up. No, we're losing control. Well, we're not losing control, but we don't have enough gimbal to rock ourselves up. Once the Mammoth engine starts up, we'll probably be fine, but we might have to restart this flight. Oh, no, we're not pulling up. Okay, so we'll let these engines burn off, ditch them, and then we will go ahead and start up the Mammoth. It will also refill our battery that I didn't actually refill, so we're good on that point. There we go. I knew the Mammoth was going to save us. Just need to climb upwards, because if we don't, we're going to lose a lot of our efficiency. Okay, we might have to just slowly do this, because if we keep thrusting, we're going to have issues with this heating up too much. Oh, those are starting to heat up, but I think we should be fine. We are gaining a fair bit of height very quickly. Whoa, what is happening? Okay, we're just gonna let this slowly float up. I just don't want to lose those pods, 'cause something heated up very quickly. So those pods have enough to freeze and, if I'm correct, defreeze. Oh no, it just requires the fuel to freeze it. That's good. Happy about that. Don't care about that. I should really remove stage recovery from this. Well, no. If we get to the point where we inhabit Duna, I forgot I was saying that earlier. We're gonna go ahead and end it there for this colony series, but we will be restarting again with actual science and money constraints. I would probably infuse the space agency with a bit of cash to start off, because I'm actually not going to do any contracts. What I want to do is set up a base on Minimus or the Mun, other than the Mun, because I did Minimus already, and Minimus is kind of finicky. But what I want to do is be able to ship back resources to supply the future endeavors of the space agency. I don't want to like do what I did in this one, where I have unlimited cash. I'm just able to have the money to do it. I want to actually feel like I'm supplying my space agency with that cash, or the planet with the resources it needs, so they're paying me to do more of that. Because this is fun, but it's kind of with nothing to really keep me from just sending up massive crafts. Let's slow ourselves down. We probably have enough fuel in this stage to circularize our orbit. And we're good. We're out of orbit. We're actually going to disconnect from that. And now we need to set up orbital maneuver to connect up with our really far out craft. Where is... Oh yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult to do this. Oh yeah, we're going to have a ton of issues actually. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to cancel this, and we are going to bring ourselves into a higher orbit. Because because we are going to need to increase our speed up past a certain point, or time warp speed, because if we don't do that, we're just going to be slowly orbiting the planet for quite a few times. We need to do it so we can get up to like 1,000, maybe even more than that. Oh, and we need to open our solar panels. I almost forgot about that. If we didn't do that, we would have what happened in the last video or two, where I had to use HyperEdit to fix the issues I had. And we have a big enough battery to supply us on this side of the planet. So we now need to go to that side, use the monopropellant. We have more than enough for it. We'll bring this up to the same height, well, as close as possible, with 300. And close enough. So now let's try and get a connection, or a rendezvous, which I really didn't properly think this through, which I do quite often. Oh, shit. So yeah, we're gonna have loads of fun trying to get this. 10 days, 11 days. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to do quite a few orbits. No, get out of the way. Closest intersection is quite a ways away, actually. Okay. Oh, back orbit. Separation is still pretty high. No. That's probably the best we're going to be able to do at this point. So we need to wait 30 days. Will I do that time warping? I will go ahead and stop. Whoa, what is going on with this? So what we're going to do is we are going to warp to that within 3 minutes. It's going to take a while, but we'll set up these guys on the base, leave them frozen up there for the foreseeable future. Why is that lamp on? That might be causing issues. For the foreseeable future, until we bring up the other modules and all that to improve their survivability. Well, not the survivability, just their ability to produce what we need up there, because we're going to need a shipyard. Oh, this is going to take a little while, actually. But we'll need a shipyard, which I'll bring up soon. We'll also need more storage for material kits, more storage for supplies, a good bunch of glycol. But what I'm actually planning on doing, because in the other video I was talking about, I was gonna just send everything up from the planet, which is the easy route, but I'll probably do a little bit of it. I'll make an SOI, or Spear of Influence hopper. It will drop or fill up in high orbit of Minimus with material kits and supplies from that planet, and then it will leave in front of Minimus. Hopefully have enough time to send out the resources to the satellite, or not satellite, the station we have in high orbit, and then from there it will drop back, or after doing that it will drop back into why is there a giant dark spot on the planet? No, that was weird. But it will drop drop back into minimus orbit. We'll use the fuel on it to bring ourselves back into its sphere of influence. Hopefully it will work, but we'll have to see. But while this is doing its thing, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. But yeah, we will, I'll probably, depending on how long this takes, and we're already at like 20 minutes now, but I'll probably do like 45-minute video. We will design the SOI hopper, see if we can make a useful one and all that. And if everything works out, that will be created on Minimus in the next video. I really hope I can, well, I'll probably have to make two, one for well, no, actually three. One for fuel, one for the material kits, and one for supplies. And then I'll probably do it off camera, and I'll just pump up all the resources off camera. And then once we get to the point where we can send off our first craft, I'll record that. We'll probably send our first frozen group of people out to Duna. Still on the fence about Duna, or I think maybe Gilly even. Gilly, oh no, I already had enough issues with Minimus being so low gravity, so Duna would have a lot more issues. Or Gilly would have a lot more issues. That thing's smaller than Minimus. I really wish we could just go a little bit faster. I should have went up to higher orbit. 19 more days. Temp, electricity off. Oh yeah, I didn't. There's a couple more stuff you can add to this mod that will allow you to make sure they're at their good cool temperature, which requires electricity and the electricity to keep the pods running. It requires background processing, but the mod's very outdated, but it still works just because it's a simple little couple lines of code. Well, probably not simple, but it's only a couple lines of code. And I plan to get a new webcam soon because this one's getting really grainy and it has that whole startup issue. I'm just waiting to get more hours for my summer job while I'm between school years. But I'm probably going to get something nice, and if I have more cash, get a nice mic, because I am getting tired of using this thing. The quality isn't that great for it, and it's starting to actually die on me. I'm having issues using it for this and for actual video games. What is a resize window? There we go, that's better. Keep that? Decent. They still have quite a bit of time. I'm still kind of confused by habitation. I'm going to have to look into it more. I've been meaning to. I looked into it a little bit, but not enough. And, like, the information I've been given, it's like, okay, that makes sense. And then when you think about it, it's like, I still don't understand what the hell habitation is. And I might actually do a short, well, probably a long video on warehousing and power receivers. Because I haven't actually used those parts yet, but they're new. Basically, power receivers allows you to send power from any place to another place. Well, the PD or power distribution unit and other like reactors and all that have a range they can send resources or electricity, and any vessel with a receiver on it can take that electricity, which is useful. And then there's also all the storage shipping containers have now warehouse options. I don't know if they work like logistics or work like the logistics donuts. I'm not 100% sure. I need to do a bit of testing in that as well. I don't know if they're just short range or long range, but if they're short range, it would be nice because then I could just drop like big containers around the base, not connect them, and not have to worry about it, and within 150 meters they're connected. Another 10 days. I should have went to 5K or 500K. Would have been a lot easier. But yeah, the Minimus base is pretty much at the point I want it to be. It's self-sustaining. It has a positive amount of material kits, even when we're producing something, usually. What else? It has more than enough supplies. Like, it's dropped a couple thousand into the planetary storage. I can probably still drop even more into it. Let's actually pull up planetary storage. Bigger visible buttons. Orbital logistics, planetary logistics. So yeah, Minimus. It has, oh, that's a lot of supplies. So yeah, we're really good for supplies. Another 9 days. So that's enough supplies to, like, if we wanted to, we could slowly pipe them all, well, cargo carry them to the Duna base, but it would take a long time. I'm still trying to figure the best route to getting the stuff out there, because 20k or 65k of the stuff is quite heavy, and that means it's really difficult to get it out there in an efficient manner. It is going to take a couple years to do it. I'll probably have that off camera, because last time I had it on camera it was kind of it's almost like this, but like a lot worse, because it's like 5 times as long as this. Well, this has been like 7 minutes. Only a few more days. But we have more than enough geology, botany. I'm not 100% on that one either. Yeah, it's slightly confusing. How long is the flight out to that Apo? 24 days. So while it's doing that, we're actually going to jump to the Minimus base just to see what's going on. I also need to remember that 136. 136, I'll just try and remember it. Hopefully I won't forget. Come on. Just 4 more days. Well, 5, because it's 4 hours. But yeah, we've stockpiled a ton of resources for all our production needs. Water, minerals, metallic ore, substrate, supplies. We have a ton of dirt, but I couldn't get the whatever the friggin' what is it called? The sifters work. I still need to try it. Somebody commented on one of you guys commented saying I wasn't using the correct sifter, or I was using gypsum instead of dirt, but I do have a ton of dirt on this friggin' planet, or on Minimus, and I just never could figure it out, which kind of sucked, because that's a nice little small boon from that any general area. Like, if I got together enough sifters and enough dirt mining, you can make any place a habitable place using the minute amounts you can find in that area. We're up to 2 days. Let's configure visible buttons. Where is... It's not even in there. So we're going to manually slow down, because I don't know if the alarm clock is going to do it. I've always been nervous about it. Let's actually quick save right now, just to be safe, because I don't want to end up overshooting this and then trying to resolve that. Usually Kerbal alarm clock is pretty good for it, so it doesn't overshoot. It's better than actually the built-in warp to maneuver node options. I've had them like just jump right over what I wanted to stop at. Okay, So there we go. So we need to jump to about a minute, and we'll do it in a minute. So we are now thrusting towards the station, which is going to be separation of 2666. That is kind of foreboding. 2666 in 20 days. So we have a little bit more to go for this, and we'll actually have to drop this engine at the last little bit and switch to the other engine because we don't have enough fuel in this engine. We could dump a bit in there, but I just don't want to do it because it's just a bad idea in general when I do that kind of stuff. We're actually going to be very close. Like, I could just throw a little bit of RCS into it. But I don't want to waste the RCS. Well, let's do a little bit. We're off by like 50. You might have to do a bit of alteration to this orbit, or this. Oh yeah, it's quite off actually. Okay, so we will. Come on. No, don't get Minimus in the way. Oh, shit. What is that at? That's better than the one we actually had. So we're gonna have to use a little bit more fuel for this. We're just gonna start thrusting right now. Perfect. So we fixed that issue, but we're gonna be down to about a little bit under 2,000 fuel, or 2,000 delta V. But we should be fine, hopefully. I just hope this all works out, because if it doesn't, then we just spent 30 days speeding up time for no apparent reason. What's going on with it? What? Okay, what the frick is going on? Okay, something is actually having issues right now. Shit. Yeah, something's gone wrong. Okay, what is going on? Come on. Yeah, something went wrong. I don't know what it is. Are we not set up for... No, we're set up to the right point. Something's gone haywire. We're just going to slowly do this because we're probably going to have a couple issues. Okay, we're going to use the RCS just to put cap locks on. Bring us in as close as possible. And then we're going to quick save, turn off cap locks. And we're going to actually have to keep an eye on this, because if we don't, it's going to just get screwed up. We're actually going to also choose target. Shit's on fire, yo. So we are within, at this range, like, that's an understandable amount. Like, we are really, really, we're on the edge of the sphere of influence of Kerbin. I've never done this before, so it's slightly confusing for me. So what we want to do is what was it? We had to slow ourselves down or speed ourselves up? Let's see. Yeah, we had to slow ourselves down. So we're going to get a bit closer to that. How close are we now? So, slow ourselves down to 0, and then from there we will thrust towards our target, which is the material kits. We should hopefully have enough fuel for this, I believe. Well, as soon as we slow ourselves down to relative velocity of the actual vessel. Perfect. So now what we want to do is point towards the target. Actually, we don't even need to worry about RCS because this has enough what is it at? Okay, so we're gonna have to do a couple of these maneuvers to bring ourselves into a favorable distance from it, because if we don't, we're gonna have a couple issues. It's like the whole, we're at, what are we at? 75 kilometers, or 75,000 kilometers up, comparable to 75 kilometers up, like what we're used to, so it's 100 times more of a distance. So this is kind of understandable to have these large distances comparable to what I'm used to, which is just a nice small distance. How close are you over there? Relative speed 0. That's strange. And we are closing in on the perfect amount. Let's like, once we get within that range we just saw there, 0.7, we are good. We don't have to worry about anything. We're actually going to use RCS to slow us down instead of using the engines. And there we go. Because at this speed, or yeah, the small speed we're at, it doesn't really matter. Slow ourselves down to 0, then turn off our RCS, use the reaction wheels to get to pointing towards the target, and then we will be good. We will be perfectly aligned, or perfectly set up to actually okay, let's see now. Separation 0 kilometers, so we are good. So once we get close, within 100 meters, we'll actually remove all of our velocity. Well, actually, we'll start doing it at 200 just to be safe. Because I do not know how long it will take us to slow down. Bring ourselves down to a little under 3. It's down to 100 meters. Under 100, actually, now. Now, where are those? We will Clampotron. Ah, it's a docking port. We're actually going to go ahead and... Oh, no, no, stop. Come on. Let me control you. Okay. Perfect. Now we just need to move towards that docking port. Hopefully safely. What did else hit. And we are actually reversed, so I'm going to roll ourselves over just to be safe. Because I do not want to have to deal with left to right being reversed. Well, up and down is still kind of fucky, but left and right. Like in inverted controls, it's always up and down that are inverted, not left and right. So having left and right as a normal scenario, I'm fine with having up and down's kind of screwed up. Okay, so we're gonna come over top of it. Oh no 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 no. So we want to move ourselves. Actually, left and right are up and down in this scenario. Set target. Set as target. And control from here. Oh, bring ourselves forward. Perfect. Well, in a sense, perfect. Now we just need to slowly float towards that. I'm not going to do anything really insane. Turn this down just a little bit. Come on. So we're moving at 1.1 of a meter per second, and this will bring in our kerbals, glycol, and our freezing things. 3,000 electric charge to thaw. Cryopod debris. That actually went back into the... Oh, weird. Did not expect that. Come on. Okay, so we are just going to go ahead and... bring ourselves in. No, 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 no. Fucking shit. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and just... we need to bring ourselves out of it. We're gonna go ahead and set ourselves up. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. Like this. And then we will... okay, we want to actually get ourselves aligned with the station. God, I'm terrible at friggin' docking. I hate how terrible I'm at this. Like, no matter how much I do it, it always screws up. We're like only 12 meters away. Come on. Just force ourselves over a little bit. No, no, don't rock away from me. Shit. I just fucked shit up more by selecting this damn oh, that didn't turn out how I wanted it to. So we will press N, bring ourselves back over. How much monopropylene we have? Tons of it. Damn, this is so difficult. Every time I try and do these, it's so damn difficult. So what we're going to do is we are going to target that. And once we get to the point where we're right over top of it, we are going to try and slow ourselves down to 0. Which I am not very good at. And come on. No, 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 no. Okay, I wish I could see in 3 dimensions instead of 2. But I can't. So this is so much harder. Come on, just magnetic lock. Magnetically lock before I start getting angry. Oh, oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. So close. Ah, there we go. Yes. So, we have brought our freaking kerbals out here. They're frozen. They're still popsicles inside those freaking cages. I hate freaking docking sometimes. But they are out there, meaning we are now set up to bring another modules out, or more modules out for supplies, and then an orbital station to actually build ships out here. But I'm gonna go ahead and end that video here. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike and a comment. I'd love to hear why you dislike the video. It's always good to get a bit of feedback. If you want to see future updates by me, I usually update Monday to Friday. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's always nice to have more people interested in me, or my footage, and me just in general. But, well, not me just in general. That sounds kind of egotistical. Never mind that comment. But it's if you, I thank you for watching. My name's Keith Loki, and you have a good night.